calculate the Cartesian coordinates of the trig point P pi on 3 and show the position of this point on a unit circle diagram. Alright, when they're asking for the Cartesian coordinates, they're looking for an x and a y value. Okay, in order to find that, we need to remember that sine of an angle gives us our y value and cos of an angle gives us our x value. Okay, and I know that sine of pi on 3 is root 3 on 2, and I know that because in my triangle, my angle pi on 3, I know that I've got 1, 2, and root 3, so sine is root 3 on 2, and cos of pi on 3 is going to be a half. So that means my x and my y values would have to be a half and root 3 on 2. Now they've asked us to illustrate this point on a unit circle diagram. So that means we need to draw our unit circle. And x and y are both positive. So I know that's in quadrant 1. And pi on 3 is obviously 60 degrees. So I know that I'm sitting here in quadrant 1. That's my angle pi on 3, and my point is a half and root 3 on 2. Okay, it says illustrate cos 330 degrees and sine 2 on a unit circle diagram. Okay, now cos of 330, remember that cos theta gives me my x value. Alright, so cos of 330 degrees, remember it's in degrees, and cos of theta gives me my x coordinates. Okay, so that's going to be the x coordinate of the point at 330 degrees. Now, 330 degrees, if we go in a circle, anti-clockwise, is going to be in my fourth quadrant. Okay, so this is in quadrant 4. Okay, so we're going to illustrate that. Let's draw, I'm going to just take that circle out there. Let's draw in that point at 330 degrees on my unit circle. So that point there will be the point 330 degrees. Okay, and that my cos value, cos of 330, will be that x value that I get over there. So that value there will be cos of 330 degrees. Okay, let's look at sine of 2. So sine of 2, that's in radians. Okay, there are no units, so we assume it's in radians. It is in radians. Okay, now remember that pi radians is 3.14 radians. Okay, so 2 radians is in quadrant 2. Okay, and I know that sine theta tells me my y value, my y coordinate of that point. Coordinate of my point 2. Okay, so I'm going to put it into my second quadrant. Okay, and this is my point 2, but this time my sine of 2 is my y value there. So that would be my value of sine of 2.